The good habits will equal to a better life experience. Welcome back, everybody. I'm excited to share this message with you, and I'm very grateful to continue to share these messages and my journey on my own life and things I need to hear. And it's just exciting times, really. And yeah, let's get into it. Well, to break it down from my perspective, success doesn't come from one big moment. So it comes from many increments, and it's like a ladder. You climb every step of the ladder upwards. So generally, what takes us upwards when we climb that ladder is those good habits. And many a times people want to be seen or rewarded or clapped for when they're doing habits, But my take is generally a person should do their good habits when no one is watching. So your good habits aren't really for other people. They are for your own life experience. So it's quite important to do this for yourself and to respect yourself enough to show discipline, to show consistency, and pick habits that will benefit your life, because everything almost has an effect, like for example, if you have bad habits, it means bad experiences, but some bad habits make good experiences, which is like partying and all of that. But on a general basis, if we're speaking about success, good habits will get you there. And good habits are made on a daily basis. So it's the daily choices that really matter when it comes to this topic. And good habits find routines. Good habits also save energy, a lot of it, because you don't necessarily have to be inconvenienced while you're doing good habits. So if a habit is good, even if you feel inconvenienced, let's say, you feel good about it because it will be worth it at the end of the day for your life experience. And someone said a very beautiful quote in this other podcast I was watching recently, that every habit is a vote for the person we are becoming. So all those little increments and good habits that you choose to do is a real direct vision and a real direct vote of what you'll become in 5 years, 10 years, etc. So we build up these habits one by one and make sure that we keep hitting them on a daily, or rather frequently, because it's important for who we want to become and what we want to achieve, essentially. So for example, if you pick up, even if you pick up habits from things that are not related to your career, for example. For example, if you read 10 minutes a day and make that as a habit, over time, you firstly finish the book or whatever you're reading, and secondly, you can gain some knowledge over time. But it's the habit part of it that you need to kind of focus on, you know. Or for sportsmen or for elite people with skill, it's practicing the skill daily. Make a good habit of practicing the skill day in, day out. And that creates a lot of confidence in a person. And of course, you're going to master that craft in the process, or master the skill. And good habits will also decluster your life, because you always focused on the good habits, you know. Because if you choose bad habits, after that you're in regret mode immediately. So imagine choosing bad habits all the time. You won't really sleep at night knowing you did what you wanted, or you won't sleep being fulfilled. Whereas if you do good habits, fulfillment is really what you get. You get to sleep at night, you know. And that's something I've taken quite seriously, you know, with compounding good habits. And another thing that I know for a fact, now I'm linking what my other video, I think it's week 2 or week 3, about discipline. And good habits do require discipline, and discipline does require good habits as well. So it's an overflowing thing about those two things. So the same way discipline will keep you in check, good habits also will keep you in check. And motivation comes and goes, but good habits that you instill and become second nature are definitely things to rely on as a person. Because if you completely make things a habit, I mean, they can stay with you forever, so you don't even need to think about things when you make them habits. And over time, your brain will automatically fall into which habits you have done. For example, imagine going to the mall. There, you know, those one of those competitions where you can shoot or throw something, then you can win a teddy bear or whatever the case may be. For a person who has a good habit of sporting culture, or for example, a person who plays a ball sport, will always have a better hand than another person who hadn't, because they have made a habit of practicing a skill. So the skill, of course, will bring more good probabilities to whatever you are shooting for, e.g. the shooting the ball for the teddy bear or throwing the ball for the teddy bear. So habits even go to the extent of improving self-beliefs, you know, because it can even shape your identity, you know, because you can amount your good habits to who you are, and it will inevitably change the way you are and how you see things and how you do things, and people can know you for doing certain things. Also, another thing people really struggle with is starting habits. And the only thing I can say is you just start one small habit at a time. It doesn't have to be big, because um, for you to get big, or for things to get big, they have to be small. Atoms are small, but collectively, when you put them together, they become this big thing. So you can treat habits as such, So yeah, this is also something that I really want to drive into my life, is choosing good habits day in, day out, and not being afraid of gathering new habits is another thing, because we're constantly evolving as people. So whatever a season requires of you, you need to be adapting, Now I need to pick up this habit because I'm doing XYZ, So yeah, and you can only grow from taking the good habits seriously in your life, and improving your life experience. So yeah, that's it. Woo! I thank the creator of all things that I'm able to share all these messages with you, and just being able. And yeah, congratulations, everybody. Congratulations in advance for everything that you've achieved. Let's go!